Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt. Our Friday testing week workout. We have one additional testing block today on the push press, and then a 20-minute Metcon if you would like to do that, followed by some extra credit for upper body. For the warm-up, we're gonna do 4 minutes to start off with, a little bit of shuttle runs and a little bit of stretching. So it's a Tabata interval of shuttle run and down dog mashup. Okay, so the way this will work is we'll click the Tabata button, we'll say 3, 2, 1, go, 20 seconds of just jogging shuttle runs down and back, 3, 2, 1, rest, stop, 10 seconds, then wherever you're at on the floor, 3, 2, 1, go, and hold the down dog position for 20 seconds. At the 20-second mark, stop and rest, stay right where you're at, and then continue on. 20 seconds shuttle run, 20-second down dog, 20-second shuttle run, 20-second down dog. Repeat that for a total of 4 minutes, so you'll get 4 cycles on each of those 2 exercises, and then we'll go through the other warm-up accessory stuff. So 2 rounds through, 8 reps of a bicycle crunch on each side, and if you would like to wear your mini band while you do it, that can increase the difficulty. And then pop up, we'll do 50 foot of our band monster walk, so all the way from the front end to the back end of the room, wearing the mini band. When you get down there, then we're doing more abs. So on the far side of the room, we'll do 12 reps of a V sit up, and then on the way back, again, you can continue wearing the mini band as long as you want to on this. It will increase the tension in your glutes when you do your jumps, but squat to broad jump, squat to broad jump. We're gonna do 5 reps of that little complex, and then finish with a couple of somersaults, or whatever your version of some vestibular stimulation would be. If you wanna do a log roll, or a cartwheel, or a handstand, or a pike walk up, or an inchworm, but somehow, some way, get your body topsy-turvy a little bit, work on your balance and your upsetting of the equilibrium, which is the purpose of the vestibular stimulation. Okay, so then when we finish that, we'll go into some push press warm-ups, and push press is the testing block for today. We call this a intro test, which is the first time we tried to do and see what a max lift is for push press, right? So there's 3 shots listed on SugarWOD, but you can always go less or more than that if you want to, but make sure you do some warm-ups and keep the reps under 3, right? So, or 3 or under. When we're doing the empty barbell, you can get a few more reps just to practice that movement pattern, but the push press is a single dip, drive, press, lockout overhead, reset to the shoulders, dip, drive, press, lockout overhead, and reset. So make sure when we do this, when the weight gets heavy, it is easier and more efficient to do a little jerk and then stand tall. On the push press, we want to do a single dip drive. So once my knees and my hips lock out, they stay locked out, and I finish with my arms pressing to the overhead position. So it's a little bit more taxing on the shoulders and the triceps when I do that. It's just a different movement than the push jerk, and a different movement than the shoulder press, which is the strict version of that exercise, okay? So find your max push press, and as always, if you don't feel like maxing it out, do reps of it, keep the weight moderate, and do more than one, right? Do like 5 sets of 5 or 5 sets of 3 or something like that. But ideally, I would like for everyone to test their push press out, and then we're going to be using that as we go through the next 18-week training cycle to try to build on what we did today, okay? The AMRAP for 20 today is calories on the bike, it is dead bugs, it is an overhead walking lunge, and it is a 400-meter run. And we're just repeating that sequence. It is meant to be a moderate duration, moderate intensity cardio and full body conditioning workout, right? So take it as, I don't want to sprint, I don't want to take any giant breaks, I just want to maintain a steady pace using those 4 exercises for a total of 20 minutes, okay? So on the dead bug, that is our core exercise that works on those small spine muscles, but try to get to this home position every time. And you can do either opposite hand and leg, or you can do same side of hand and leg. You can keep your hands motionless and just do your legs, and then just do your arms. But whatever you do, make sure each of the arms and legs moves 10 times per set. Then we'll have an overhead walking lunge. So I've got my plate, I'm holding it in the overhead position and just doing walking lunges, and this will be for distance, right? 40 feet is the length of the rig and back, or 2 by 40 feet is the length of the rig and back. When you finish all of that, there's some optional extra credit. This is all upper body and shoulders. 1 to 3 rounds. 1 round if you just want to get a little exposure to it. 2 rounds, 3 rounds if you want to get a little bit more of the hypertrophy and toning in the arms and shoulders for it. So 3 dumbbell exercises that can be approximately the same weight. The first is a dumbbell fly. So this is for my pecs and my anterior deltoids. So I'm going all the way down to this parallel position where the dumbbells are about the same height as my chest, and then squeezing them together and touching them at the top. When I do finish that, then move to the reverse fly, which is exactly the opposite of that. So now I'm pulling apart and I want to be in a good bent over position for this. So like shoulders just slightly higher than the hips. I don't want to be up here when I'm doing those flies. I want to be further down here. And then the last one is an upright row. So just pulling straight up, make sure the elbows stay higher than the hands and my dumbbells stay real close to my body, and then don't hit yourself in the face with them either, okay? Last 2 are shoulder controlled articular rotation, or shoulder angels. So face down, and we're gonna start with our palms facing up. We go out to the side. As I get to about 90 degrees, my palms turn to facing down, and then I squeeze and reach all the way overhead. And then in control back, as I get below 90, palms face up, and my hands go right behind my back. If you wanna make this really hard, grab like a 1 or 2.5 pound plate and hold it in your hands when you do that. It dramatically increases the difficulty of it. And then the last one is our band internal external rotation with that elbow tucked to the side of your body. Oh, and I forgot, if you want to put a pad in between the elbow and the body, that helps to isolate those rotating muscles a little bit more. If you just squeeze like a green pad or a towel or one of the neck pads or something in between your elbow and your body. We're going to do 10 reps on each side. So internal rotation, and then turn around and do the same arm external rotation. So you're getting both directions of rotation, 10 reps on each side, okay? And that is it for today. Hope you had a great one. Make sure you record those big lifts, and I'll see you guys on Saturday.